Throughout history, we have looked for better ways of doing our jobs. From the invention of the wheel to the introduction of the silicon chip, we continually develop innovations that make our work easier. There are countless examples of how the old ways of doing things have given way to newer, better ways. Ways that are faster, safer, less labor-intensive, less expensive, and ultimately more profitable. Today, an exciting new innovation is revolutionizing the way work is done in the plumbing and pipeworking fields, saving time and making you money. It's called ProPress. Instead of soldering two pieces of tubing, they are joined with a high-strength crimp connection that is faster, is flameless, and saves money. The first thing you'll notice with ProPress is how much faster it is than soldering, especially on larger installations. It takes as little as 4 seconds to join two pieces of tubing, dramatically reducing installation time. Time savings means the contractor can be more productive and the installations more profitable. Let's compare the time it takes to solder copper tubing against the time it takes to join copper with ProPress. The contractor on the left is connecting copper tubing the traditional way. First, after cutting and deburring, he cleans the end of each pipe, cleans the inside of each pipe fitting, applies soldering flux, assembles each joint, prepares the wire solder, lights and adjusts the torch, heats the joint, and applies the solder. Finally, he cleans up the connection. The contractor on the right has made the same number of connections using ProPress in about 1/3 the time it took the other contractor to solder. Let's take a closer look. After cutting and deburring the tube, he slides the fitting onto the tube as far as the stop. He then marks the tubing. Next, he takes the ProPress tool and places the jaws over the fitting. One squeeze of the trigger, and he has a watertight joint. The copper tube, fitting, and sealing element are now merged into one. Because the ProPress system is so much easier and faster than traditional tube joining methods, you can save an average of 1/3 the installation time, which means you save money. Let's compare the costs. For a typical job requiring 400 feet of tubing and $43 worth of fittings to solder, you need about $129 in fittings using ProPress. Add $24 of miscellaneous soldering materials and labor costs of $664 to solder versus $442 using ProPress. This time savings results in a total installation cost savings of $160 or about 20%. The third key benefit of ProPress is that it's flameless. There are no tanks and no need for other expensive, cumbersome equipment like hosing and pipe joining materials. Time, money, and flameless operation aren't the only ways that make ProPress a better method of joining tubing. The system has a number of other important features and benefits. Capacity. ProPress is designed to handle tubing in sizes from 1/2-inch to 2-inch copper tubing, types K, L, and M. You can easily switch from one size to another in seconds simply by changing the jaws. Selection. The ProPress system consists of an electro-hydraulic crimping tool, 6 sets of interchangeable jaws, and a series of copper fittings available in over 200 configurations. Versatility. ProPress can be used virtually anywhere, on new and existing installations, in industrial, commercial, and residential applications, and even when the tubing is wet, making it perfect for rehab and service work. Let's look at the connection itself. A ProPress connection provides a strong, reliable, watertight seal. The high-quality, high-strength connection, when installed properly, will last the life of the tubing system. This reliable connection is double crimped in front of and behind the seal. It's a better connection and a better looking connection. ProPress results in a more professional appearance because there's no buildup of solder or tarnish. ProPress is more friendly to the environment because there is no lead-based solder or aggressive flux used. ProPress meets the most rigorous testing standards and codes in the U.S. and Europe. The system is certified and NSF 61 approved and IAPMO listed. Although it's new to contractors in the U.S., this joining method has actually been in use for years in other parts of the world. To those professionals who use it every day, ProPress is a proven technology that is much preferred over soldering. New tools, new equipment, new ideas. Do it faster, do it flameless, make more money. ProPress, the new standard in joining copper tubing. For more details, contact your Ridgid representative. Call toll-free at 1-888-743-4333 or visit our website at www.ridgid.com.